Right, so it's been a very long and interesting week for Leeds United in the transfer market. I say long and interesting because nothing concrete has happened yet. We hear a lot of news, we get linked with lots of different players, but we haven't actually gotten a concrete signing through yet. But that was until a little bit earlier today. Leeds United have completed the signing of Joe Gelhardt from Wigan. Now this was something that we thought was, is it happening, is it not happening? And it's been in the works for a solid week and a half now. But Joe Gelhardt has signed a 4-year deal, at Leeds United. And the kind of player that he is he likely to break into the first team as a striker? Probably not. But it could be a good player to push out on loan, to make sure that he keeps on getting this kind of first team football. The problem with trying to put a transfer video together, especially in this kind of heat, is that I start melting halfway through. I've been a little bit slow in bringing some of the Leeds news forwards, and that's partly due to the fact that once the 30-degree plus weather hit, I decided to go on holiday and I didn't keep up with a lot of the news. But I've come back to see that Leeds have got some concrete positions and some names that they want to kind of fill those positions with. Obviously in the defence we were looking at Ben White, and we've had 2 offers rejected by Brighton. We led off with an 18.5 million, and the most recent one was a £22 million bid that Brighton rejected. Now I'm not sure how much higher Leeds are going to go. I would push it maybe to 30 and then leave it there. Brighton, Brighton are going to be one of our direct rivals this year in the Premier League, and it's likely that they are going to try and milk us for everything that we're worth. If we don't meet their price, it's likely that we could see a Liverpool or a Man City swoop in and finish that up. So we are continuing our chase for Ben White, and it's looking like we're going to need to put in a 25 mil, maybe plus add-ons, and see whether or not Brighton bite at that. But the other defensive news we're looking at is One Foyth looks to be potentially making a move up to Elland Road and to initiate talks in a deal worth about 15 million for the Spurs defender. Now, I really like the look of Foyth. I think that even though he's fallen a little bit down the pecking order at Spurs, he's a good defender, especially for a Premier League survival team. He's young. He's 22. He's got height as well. I think he's 1 meter 90. That's going to give us a lot of height at set pieces, which will be important in the Premier League moving forwards. He isn't prone to getting himself sent off. I think in all appearances this year, he's only picked up 1 yellow card, which is a good sign. He works hard, and I think, with being Argentinian, he's going to have that camaraderie with Bielsa. They're going to speak the same language. I think it's going to be easier to convey things across to him. I think Foyth would be a really, really good signing if we can get him. Even if we land Ben White, Foyth is excellent for squad depth and to give us a little bit of backup in that position. For some of the attacking midfielder roles, we've been linked with Harry Wilson. Liverpool seem to have slapped a £20 million price tag on him, saying that we're not willing to loan him out anymore. If you want him, you buy him. And the price is kind of set at 20 mil. I don't know about Wilson. I think there's better alternatives out there. But maybe if it comes to it and we are struggling to land anyone else, maybe we go for him. There hasn't been, as of this video being filmed, there hasn't been a formal bid for Said Benrahma just yet. Leeds are preparing to launch one. We are preparing to start that kind of bidding war. He is valued at around 20 to 25 mil, but there are other clubs lurking behind us. The likes of Aston Villa are hoping to land his signature. I believe West Ham are in there as well, and potentially Chelsea if, It's weird, isn't it? Chelsea, Frank Lampard, they seem to be hell bent on hijacking every one of our deals. I'm looking forward to being able to take points off them this year and beating them. That's going to be, oh, such a sweet feeling. Other transfer signings, it looks like the Fulham youngster Cody Drama has been spotted around Elland Road. He's been spotted in Leeds, and he looks like we will be the ones to nail his signature down. He's an England under-18 international. And again, you know, along with Gelhardt, this is all things for the future. If it all goes well, maybe he has some successful loan spells, he comes back as a, you know, and his value skyrockets, and we're able to make a good profit. I think if Leeds are going to want some success in the Premier League, we are going to. I see people saying, "Oh, we don't need to buy these under-18s. We need to buy proven Premier League strikers." Well, yeah, we do, but we need to maintain a sustainable Premier League run. And to do that, we need to buy in these exciting youngsters for under £1 million. And then in 2 or 3 years' time, after they signed a new contract, we can then sell them on and we can have profits of up to 10 million. So it's really important to keep an eye on these youngsters and to see how much we can potentially flip them for. It's good business. Now, here's a bit of good news that I like the look of. Kiko Casilla has been told that if he stays at Leeds, he will be the number 2 keeper. He does not jump straight back in as the number 1. I think that's brilliant. He has really tainted his reputation here, and he hasn't won himself any favours just with his performances at the club. So it looks like Casilla, he is either on his way out, which would be good because he is a very high kind of wage earner, or he has to settle for a second spot, and Meslier is our first choice keeper, which I think is the better choice. The better choice anyway. Some other positive Leeds news is we have one of our shirt sponsors, and we're getting more kit sponsors in. We already had it revealed that Clipper were going to be our training kit sponsors, so that would be on the front of the shirts and on the shorts, Clipper Logistics, and we've now added SBO Top, SBOTOP, as part of the kind of the shirt deal. The logo will replace 32 Red as the main shirt sponsor. It's I think I'm reading they're one of the biggest betting kind of brands out there in football at the moment, but they're really well renowned, and this is the largest commercial deal in Leeds' history, which is fantastic. And it also means that we are, I think, within days about to see the launch of the new kit, which I'm super excited for, because that means I can do a little bit of an unboxing, rate it, and just go over my thoughts on that. So it's been a very brief kind of Leeds transfer update. I think what I'll do is, unless there is a big signing, Bielsa signs, we land Ben White, something like that, which I'll get out immediately, I'll do a weekly run through, because the transfers, you know, rumours are rife, but the actual kind of concrete news is fairly slow, and it's expected to be. It's the same with every other club. So I think I'll do a transfer update weekly, but if there's any good kind of concrete news, I'll come up with that straight away. So until that happens, stay safe.